Hi, good evening from the Jackpot Joint of Jerusalem, where gin and Hennessey is our drink of choice. Now, there's a few things on the agenda for tonight. Okay, the first one is this: is that we just want to tell young women that don't run after these men, you know, because men are like buses. My grandma used to say, men are like buses. There comes one around every 5 damn minutes, so you don't have to be running yourself tired after a man that does not want you. Number two is this: if you live with a man and he doesn't work and he doesn't do anything in the house, you're living with a bitch. Okay, that's it. And that wisdom right there comes from Sister Mildred. Okay, she told me to say that, and that's not me. Okay, that's not me. Then, of course, we discussed a little bit of the politics and what's going on in this year United States. We have come to the conclusion at the JPJ that the White House is either a crack house or it's a Betty Crocker rehab center. You've got drunks, you've got Pete Heck said that's a drunk, you've got the Adderall addicted food, you've got people using ketamine. And when you if you recall the logs that was released a few years ago about the type of drugs, fentanyl and stuff they were ordering, when Dr. Feelgood was the Surgeon General for this fat man. Anyway, that's really not the White House anymore. It's a crack house, okay? But if you live in the suburbs, just think of it as as a Betty Ford rehabilitation center for these assholes. Because whatever happens, whatever is currently happening in the country, none of them seems to have a grip on how to control themselves, to control the situation, or to act real. For example, this man, Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, he said in a closed meeting that the people in Kentucky, his constituents, just has to get used to the fact that Medicaid is to be cut. Okay. Now, Kentucky is one of the poorest states in the country, if you just look at this one county that I think it's Boone County, they voted 98% for Trump. 99% is on welfare. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that right there. So I'm not sure where Mitch comes with this, but we all know Mitch McConnell has never chosen the United States over his own party. He's one of the big reasons that we are here. For example, he didn't give Barack Obama a chance to even put Merrick Garland in front of the Senate for a confirmation hearing. According to him, it was too soon, but they ran that handmaiden heifer right through the Senate, not even 3 months before any election. Anyway, it is what it is. I know who I voted for, so I have a clean conscience. And then you have this fat man, this fat orange man that looks like a clown, that can hardly climb the stairs to the plane. Okay, this fat man that wears a diaper. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna attack Iran, but you're gonna attack anyway. So they attack. He gave the word to them for them to attack Iran's nuclear facilities. The first thing that comes out is all of them goes on social media and say what a great success that was. But those words were refuted. Those reports were refuted by the intelligence community. I didn't know that the CIA is into coming out and making statements and putting themselves out there. The CIA put out a statement today to verify that, to sort of, I think, save face for the fat man and say that the nuclear bases in Iraq were destroyed. However, that's not true. I have seen and looked at satellite pictures online. I have listened to reputable people that has no stake in this in the United States, and they concur that all the fat man did was give them a 6-month vacation from their nuclear building. And then of course the the, the issue that he was nominated for a Nobel Prize, and then the nomination was rescinded. Now, I mean, oh my God. So I mean, if they want to give him a Nobel Prize, they might as well give a Nobel Prize to Dick Cheney, Dick Shooter Cheney, okay, the Vice President of George Bush, and they might as well give one to George Bush, and they can give one to Oliver North that sold weapons to Iran and was convicted of that, okay. So this is just a clown show. This is just a clown show. Today this fat man was talking to Zelensky, and I think he's trying a way out of the mess that he's in. So now he's hinting, oh, they're gonna give Zelensky some weapons, and they'll talk about the money, they'll talk about a package for them. If I'm Zelensky, I will not trust this fat man, because this man will sell his own mother. The only person he won't sell is Ivanka, but he'll sell his own mother just so that he can get what he wants. And for everybody that has said that he is, you know, let me say, phrase it a different way. For everybody that thinks he's doing a good job, I just want to remind you of all the women that has died because of Roe v. of the Dodge decision. Roe v. Wade was struck down by the Supreme Court. I want you to remind you of all the innocent people that are kidnapped off the streets and deported to third countries that they don't even belong in. I want you to look at the economy, the prices of groceries and everything. So the only way I think that the reason you support this man is because he validates your racism, he validates your nastiness, and he validates who you are. Because somebody said that if you can convince the lowest white man that he is better than the greatest black man, then you have it made. And I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. You can act out, you can say whatever you want. If you voted for him and if you approve what he's doing, it means that you are complicit. Have yourselves a good evening, everybody. I just woke myself up for no damn reason. Good night.